We will talk about to set up a virtual office on cloud with a gateway and software defined network, which means SDN. We will focus on Windows 7, Windows 2012, and Linux. So we will build up the network and build up the PC, Windows 7, and then we will use the storage disk to build up the data storage, attach and disattach the disk to PC, which means VPS, Windows 7. So we will make this cloud office work like a real office. Okay, we start. Here is the network, nothing. So we need to build up the internet, build up the network, router, build up network. This is the network. We built up the router, which is okay. We come over here, the router and the network is not connected, so we need to connect with the subnet, connect to the router. Come back here, this is the one. Now we build up. This is a network, it's ready to go. And now we build up the Windows 7 VPS. We can pick up a lot of different options. So generally 4 gig. We need a group. We set up a security group. So I think we should go back to talk about the security group first. We create one. Basically it should be Windows 7 share disk and VPN. So connect to from remote, and Windows 2012 can provide most service for data or backup, or we will use Linux for VPN. We open this one, add security, because there is Windows. We will use this port to going outside, and we will use Linux going outside. So we need to port this one, and also we will need to so inside this network they will be able to connect it, because we need them to share the hard drive, share the volume disk. Okay. Now come back to instance, create server. Windows 7. We need 3 of them. on top of it. Security is this one. You just build up one. Use a password. Okay. Now we come back here. It's these three servers. First time, I have to reset password. Password changed. Working network. In order to make it easy for me to remember which one, this will be the test one. Then make a the first time I restarted the desktop Windows 7, mostly you will have to make a restart, like you install a new server, new computers. Oh, slowly. Okay, do it later. 0, 10, 10, 10, 5, 10, 10, 10, 5 is desktop 2. Here we'll come in and make a data disk. High performance will be faster. This one will be cheaper. This capacity, the transfer speed from C driver to this disk is more than 500 meg. This one is about 1 gig, so it's super fast. We use this one. Attach first one, computer, Windows 7, and then we'll go back to Windows 7. You see there's in use. Come back to Windows 7. When you touch something, takes some time. Let's see the resolution. Now we make the data disk come out. We need to first time use it, we have to format it. Give it a disk name. Format as a NTFS. It will be used for those 3 Windows 7 to share the disk. Okay, format finished, and you can see over here can be like we will share this one. Okay, this will be the main desktop. Over here there is a storage disk, will be shared by those 3 Windows 7. This is the second one. Here, map is IP address is, oh, this is 116. So now, when we write something, use the data, we mostly will keep the data on the volume disk. So it will be easy for us to take care of the data, like back up and restore the data when we need. Suppose this Windows system is down, we can create an instance right away and connect the data to the instance. In this way, it's much easier for us to do the data maintenance. Okay, so also this data, this disk, you can disconnect it, detach, which means disconnect it with Windows 7 and connect to another one. It will give you a warning. The warning will be something like do not write and on the disk when you do this operation. We will connect this one to another one, which is disk server. This Windows. Over here, detach is not finished, so we need to go to the PC1, task 1 to oh, it was this file was open, so should be the best way is take a look here. When we power it off 100%, it will be disconnected. Oh, it's already shut off. So now is we can connect to 2. You see show up here. So when desktop 1, desktop 2 is something wrong or shut off, the third desktop can connect to this data disk by itself to do the operating to write or take care of the data. So now is those 3 servers, they can share this hard driver, just like in the physically local network you can do. Okay, and there is a server, this one is I can turn it on. If we want to log in this computer from outside, we need to turn on its remote login function. So okay, which means we have to advanced setting, remote, load remote, select user, administrator, add a user. And then it will be okay to log in from remote. However, it don't have, this is internal IP address. It's inside the network. There's a firewall, so we have to give it a public IP address to make it go outside directly. The public IP address is here. We can release, give them back to the system, or we can apply a new IP. For example, apply a new IP, the 61, and we can give this IP connect to this desktop 1, and then we come back, take a look at the instance. This one have a public IP. So now we're going to outside to connect to this company, which means 38. Oh. This is IP address. have this login from here now. So basically you can log in from anywhere to do it, install something or log in something. Okay. Sometimes we do not use this IP address to log in those desktop. We can use another way is to release a public IP. There's no public IP address, so no one can log in now. It's completely in the inside the firewall, behind the router. So there's a good way to do it is create one Linux and set up VPN. So the VPN will be a solution for you to log in from your office or somewhere. So CentralOS to set up VPN, pick up the default, and the default this one have to open the port 22. We will double check it and make sure the port is open. I make one CPU 500 meg is very small. I would like to resize it and make it powerful. We can change it once the VPS is created, and the instance can be resized. Resize will take a little longer than creating a new one because it power off, and move from the physical server location. So we come back here and take a look. There is servers here. This is one Linux. We can set up this one to use VPN, so we can log in the VPN to log in those desktop Windows 7, and we can log in from VNC, log into the SSH. I think the root, and you set up the VPN. It takes some time, so we don't do that right now. And laterly, we will tell you about how to open the router. It will have IP, VPN, IPsec, and port forwarding. So this one can work that way as well. I mean this one. We talk at that time. Next time, if we want to log in this Linux from outside, we have to give it an IP, which is we already have IP here. Now this one has this IP address, and we need to double check its security. The firewall. It uses the firewall as default. We have to make sure the default the port 22 is open. So come back to take a look at the default. Okay, the 22 is open, so it's good. So it's ready to log in from outside, which means it's same thing. Route. Okay. Same like before. So now we did set up. We did set up the Windows 7 and Linux and VPN, and now it's like this. Also, we can set up sometime Windows 2012 and pick up a base and the password. Two CPU, is too small. I think I need to resize it because I do need it powerful. 12 cores, 24. Here's this. So now is Windows have those all of those 1, 2, 3, 4 servers. Choose volume disk, and in order to backup, the backup can be create a snapshot. My data backup 2018 July 29. Okay, so the backup will be show up right away. You can have them here and keep it here. So that will be easy way for you to backup. Just click it, and we log in this server. I would like to give this IP to this one. So we will release this IP, and to get IP is 31 to get this one to the Windows 7, Windows 2012. So we can log in from here. This is a new IP, and if we log in from outside, will be now is it is the Windows 12 2012. Oh, we need to check the port, make sure the port 3389 is open. It use Office law, so we need to take a look. Is the 3389 is open? Yeah, 3389 it is open. And we need to enable the remote desktop first, and because Control Alt delete those 3 keys, you cannot type from over the internet, so you have to click this one. Sorry, I typed the wrong one. Release IP is clear, and delete it. Make your password short, but on internet make it longer. So it's 8 core 16 memory. So 8 core 16 memory, and local server. We need to public of remote disk. We need to enable the remote disk. When you enable the remote disk, you have to just to know there is a risk because you are now it's time you're on public IP address, because you get a public IP address and you turn on the remote login, then well, you don't have the IP address. It will give the IP address back to this server. This IP address we're using. If you don't want to use this one, you can apply another one, like apply another one. It'll give you another IP. So okay, use this one. Give this IP to Windows. Okay, it's down. Come back and take a look. This is IP address. So now we log in is 62. We log in this one. Then from remote, we connect to this server. Why is this labeled? This is a desktop with watching. So basically they're watching the same thing. This is a VNC. We can close the VNC, and this is the desktop for the Windows 12. Okay. We connected. We have all those computers, servers, Linux in here, and we don't need them. So if it is just a demonstration, and delete all of them. Goodbye. And this network, we can delete them. Disconnect the router and remove the network. So come back, take a look. There's a router. You will need to there's only one thing is still here is the disk, the data. You did not remove the data, and its backup is still here. So this one will take some space and keep there for a while before you want to remove it by yourself, and all the others is gone. So overview, you only have volumes and backup. So you're spending very little money, but when you need it, you set up all those stuff up, and you can use them again. Actually, you don't need this one because you have a backup, so it'll be easy. So pretty much it's all for today. We build up the system and remove them. Okay, bye bye.